Black people can see that they can do it too. Yeah, that's important. This looks good. No shading errors so far. A little lumpy, but that's okay. You won't see the lumps when we put the texture on. But who are some famous people that I wouldn't mind working with? Well, of course, most of the black actors out there. Like, oh man, I would love it if like Lawrence Fishburne could play like the father in my series. Voice act it. Samuel L. Jackson. Shit, Ving Rhames. Of course, for the women, Angela Bassett. Imagine. You imagine me. So many. I can't even name them all. There's just but one writer director that I really admire is Francis Ford Coppola. I would love to work with him or have him like critique my work. That would be outstanding. I think he's an incredible writer and director. Another story that I'm working on is a version of Dracula. Because you know how every time you see a story about Dracula, it's always after he's been Dracula for hundreds of years or thousands of years. Well, my story takes place right at the time where he becomes Dracula, right? And then his struggle to try to regain his humanity and to get his soul back, I always want to know, what did he go through? What was it like in the beginning? We know how it is in the end because he's used to it, but what was it like in the beginning, What really happened, How did he transition, How did it happen? So, that's something I'll probably work on after I get started with this one. That one is going to take a lot more work. Going to take a lot more building, like landscapes, This one is not going to be that hard as far as like the landscapes and like the sets, because it's just basic sets, So, but yeah, I would love to have him take a look at my writing and give me some advice. And heck yeah. Okay. Let's work this out. I heard that Cat Williams was supposed to be starting a film studio like Tyler Perry did, but I don't know where he's at with it now. It's pretty eerie. But I would be willing to work with him, yeah. Oh, well. Stop it. You know what this music sounds like? This sounds like the Sims radio. You know how they would always, you know, they would never say any words, but kind of like what this. Oh, you know what else it sounds like? I don't know if you guys ever played Cook Serve Delicious. It sounds like their music too. Yeah. I love Cook Serve Delicious. That's a fun game. Oh, you know what? I was playing some Division last night. I hadn't played it in like a week or two, and I guess they have the new Mutiny. I wouldn't say it's a DLC, but a new Mutiny thing they added onto it, where you can recruit one of the bad guys to help you, or somebody from one of the bad teams to help you out. It was pretty cool. I had a good time. I was thinking about streaming it, like, oh hey, you know, there's something else I do, but I was like, plus I curse a lot when I'm playing it. One thing about that I would like to do is like make uh, some different like bodies or clothes for the females or the women, because I'm telling you, man, them bodies are terrible. Like, ill. You know, like, I'm not saying it's gotta look like, you know, how some people do women, they make big boobs and everything, but you know, a feminine shape instead of a masculine shape. Because that's basically all they do is just put a woman's head on the man's body. It looks terrible. But maybe they don't feel like they have a strong enough female audience to, you know, care enough to put any money in that, you know. And maybe they don't. Shoot, I don't know how many women play Division, but I'm sure quite a few. I mean, you know, lots of women like shooters. I would like to do that. Those, I never get excited when I get like new apparel, because it's gonna be like I'm gonna be shaped like a dude. Like, you know, it's nothing cute. You know, they should have some cute stuff up in there. You know, shirts, some leggings, you know, cute tops, you know, nails, you know, accessories. Maybe one day. Right, because I think a lot of women play Fortnite. A lot of women play that game because they have a lot of women stuff, you know, clothes and old people you can be or whatever. But Division's probably like, we don't care, we don't want them in our game. That's probably what it is. Which I don't care. I'm not offended. I could care less really. I'm still gonna play it. Just I would like it more if the clothes were. Some cuter clothes. I feel like they made a change too to it, because when I started playing last night, I was killing people a lot easier. I was like, oh wow. Like, I know I didn't get better, right? Because you know we don't play for a minute, you get kind of rusty. It's kicking butt. Yeah. Not that I was bad before. You give up. one thing I really like about Division is I like all the loot, man. I'm a loot person, you know. I like to run around and get loot. They have it everywhere. It's like almost overwhelming. Oh, can't get it all. I want to get it all. I love the orange, like spray paint thing they use. Really cool. Mm. Speaking of, let me put the invite link in my Discord servers. There you go. Going there. Did a lot of work over there. And then we also have to work on Jimmy's sister, because Jimmy has a sister who's older. First I was going to make her younger, but I decided to make her older because Larry is going to, you know, fall in love with her. And it would be weird if she was the little sister, you know what I mean? So I made her older. That makes more sense, right? Because she's older. You know, he's like, ooh, she's beautiful, you know, or something like that. So we'll do that later. Much later. But she does make an appearance in the first episode, so we'll definitely get to working on